I got a remote job. Turns out it was a front for a criminal operation. I didn't know this was even possible. I got hired for a remote job. Good pay, flexible hours, chill company. 3 weeks in, the FBI showed up at my door. And that's when I realized I'd been working for a criminal front the entire time. They weren't paying me. They were using me. And I was this close to being charged with fraud. Let me explain. I was fresh out of college, desperate for income, and stuck in a small apartment in Tampa with bills I couldn't afford. I've been applying to remote jobs, data entry, customer support, anything that didn't require a Zoom interview in a suit. One morning I got an email. A company called Juno Systems said they'd found my resume on Indeed. They offered me a remote position, logistics coordinator. No video interview, just a phone call with someone named Daniel, who sounded like every tech bro you've ever met, way too confident for someone managing interns. He told me the job was simple. I receive packages, document them, and forward them to the address they provided. That's it. No cold calls, no stress. I said yes. The first box came 2 days later. Unmarked cardboard, sealed tight. I opened it. Inside were 3 iPhones, brand new. There was a note, photograph devices, scan serial numbers, repackage, forward to some random address in Ohio. Weird, but not illegal. I thought maybe they were a refurb company or drop shipper. So I did it, took pictures, documented everything, shipped it out. Next week, a laptop. Then more phones, wireless earbuds, tablets, all brand new, all to different addresses across the country. It didn't hit me until the sixth box. It was a MacBook Pro, retail sealed, worth like $2,000. Except when I went to scan the serial number, it wouldn't register. So I looked it up manually and found a post on Reddit. Someone had that same serial number listed as stolen from Best Buy warehouse, Atlanta, Georgia. I froze. I went back and checked the old iPhone serials, all reported stolen. That's when I got scared. I called Daniel, straight to voicemail. Tried emailing there at juno-sys.com domain. Bounce. I checked the website. Gone. Like it never existed. Next day, I get a knock at the door. Not cops, FedEx. A manila envelope, my name on it. Inside, $2,500 in cash. And a note, typed, not signed. It said, "You're doing great. More to come. Keep quiet." That was it. I didn't cash it. I didn't even move. I just sat there for like an hour rereading that note. Someone had my address. Someone was paying me, but not legally. I Googled logistics rep scams, and the first result was a news story. A woman in Kansas charged with wire fraud because she unwittingly forwarded stolen electronics across state lines. She claimed she didn't know. Didn't matter. She got 18 months in federal prison. I knew I had to do something. So I took the next box, another iPhone bundle, and instead of forwarding it, I drove to the police. I explained everything, showed them the boxes, the serial numbers, the cash, the emails. They didn't arrest me, but they did say one thing that freaked me out more than anything else. "We've seen this before. You were never hired. You were being tested." Tested? For what? Apparently, this is how certain rings operate. They don't steal things directly, they steal your identity and use you as a courier. They use your name, your address. They even clone your ID and reroute purchases. Then once they're done, they disappear. And you're the one on every record. Every shipment, every return label, every payment log, all under your name. You don't even know until the IRS comes calling. Or worse, the police connected my case to a larger investigation. I wasn't the only one. There were dozens of people just like me. Some were forwarding stolen tech. Some were unknowingly laundering crypto. One guy was literally hosting a data server in his apartment for a fake app testing company that was actually hosting phishing sites. And none of us knew. I got lucky. I didn't ship enough inventory to get charged. And I handed over everything voluntarily. The officer said that probably saved me from federal indictment. But they kept the money, obviously. I still don't know who Daniel was or who was behind the boxes. The IP address they used was traced to a shared workspace in Dubai, but the trail went cold. So, yeah, that's how I almost became a federal criminal over a $17 per hour remote job. If you're looking for work online, be careful. And if a company offers you a job without an interview, ask more questions because you never know if you're being paid or being set up. Outro suggestion. Let me know if you want the follow-up story. Because 6 months after this happened, someone tried to file taxes under my name, and it wasn't the IRS that caught it. It was a pizza delivery guy. But that's a W.